Alright, so 2K has just dropped a huge ass bomb on the 2K community and finally gave us the gameplay reveal along with some huge news, man. Now before we get started, what is up my troopers, man? Now all I can say right now is we just might fucking be back to enjoying 2K, twin. Alright, let me not drag it, but I was literally at work, you know, do my regular 9 to 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen that they dropped some gameplay and they dropped some news. So y'all boys know I had to get this out to y'all as soon as possible. You feel me? So look, make sure y'all leave a like on the vid, drop a comment and subscribe if y'all new to the channel, and take a seat because we got a lot of stuff to unpack, twin. Let's start with the pro play. So we all knew this was coming back, but apparently they upgraded it so that it's more realistic and smoother than before. Now I'm pretty sure we know how this goes, you know what I'm saying? They upgraded, talking about they upgraded, bro. This should be reused, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's enough of that. You know what I'm saying? But what stood out to me is them saying that they essentially removed the skating involved in launching and cutting. Now, essentially what this means is if you played a lot of 2Ks, you notice, for instance, when you speed boost out of moves, for example, your player will usually like glide or skate, as they call it, out of the animation or the speed boost, bro, instead of just realistically running out of it. Now, personally, I don't really mind this because of the simple fact I'm all for an arcadey game, bro. It is a game, and here y'all go. 2K supposed to be a simulation, bro. I get it, bro. My nigga, you an old nigga. Go play NBA Live, bro. Don't piss me off. But look, I'm all for an arcadey game. You know what I'm saying? The realism is cool if that's what you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to knock your hustle, bro. You know what I'm saying? But especially as a dribbler, we like when shit look cheesy, glitchy. You know what I'm saying? And here come the incoming people. Oh, y'all the reason the 2K is the, bro. Twin, shut the fuck up, bro. But seriously though, as long as the pro play isn't clunky, we should be chilling. Nah, this nigga Swante crazy as hell. Nigga talking about this all like genjutsu, y'all. Real ones know that 2K tend to quote unquote revamp shit and make it seem like it's new. We on to y'all, bro. But I low-key feel, I ain't gonna lie, I low-key feel like some of the animations and the gameplay trailer and the courtside report is most likely reused from 25. Cause y'all know how 2K is, man. But look, we gonna see how this plays out in the future, bro, when we get our hands on the game, you know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about the shooting, bro. This nigga Mike Wing just confirmed that there will be no RNG in 2K26, bro. Holy fuck. Alright, I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much and drag this shit because I know that's usually how I get depressed when a game end up being ass, bro. Look, some, like, you know what I'm saying, some stuff be a little too good to be true. But on a serious note though, this changes a lot. We get a pure green window, like, oh my lord. Do you know how many fucking clips I can finish now knowing my green window isn't moving to God knows where the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Now, next thing I want to cover is the rhythm shooting. Now, once I found out about rhythm shooting in 25, I literally did not go back to the button at all, bro. But look, check this out. They're giving us full control over rhythm shooting. What does this mean? Now look, well, now we're able to basically manipulate our player and how they shoot. So we're able to choose if we want to release the ball quick by, for instance, flicking up the stick quick, or shooting slowly and flicking it up slowly to allow a more lazier release, bro. Now this is crazy because of the fact that we aren't just locked trying to basically match the player's given jump shot animation like we did in 25, but now we're the ones in control. So really excited about this one, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of situations, you know what I'm saying, catch and shoot, so they get it all fast, you can still green it, but you'll be able to release it quicker, bro. Now, I'm pretty sure he did talk about how this one will work, considering like how the timing works. Now I'm gonna put that here for y'all to see, you know what I'm saying? Because that was my biggest question too. How will we green it and still be like consistent, you know what I'm saying, if you're able to speed up the jump shot? But he talks about that shit right here, you feel me? Now look, there's a lot of other stuff I'm gonna cover, but I'm gonna just go over the things that I feel is most relevant to me, at least to me, you feel me? So look, now we are able to essentially mix and match layup packages. Yes, y'all heard that correctly. There isn't just one main layup package for all of your players' layups, bro. And they split up the overall layup animations into like subcategories, so now we can customize ourselves. So we can essentially choose if you want to have one player's normal layup package and another player's reverse layup package, bro, etc, etc. Now this probably won't mean much to y'all, a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think it's pretty cool, and I think it'll allow for some more fun gameplay and make things free flowing so that we can actually find your own type of bag, and you can even use certain animations for different situations. Oh, that was low-key kind of tough, but look, you know what I'm saying? We can use certain animations for different situations depending on how someone is playing you to the rim. So I think this is fire, not gonna lie, and I can't wait to see how Cat Breakers play part into this too. It's gonna be crazy. Also, because of the simple fact, it's gonna be a bunch of people with just completely different layup packages, just exploring and trying shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. If 2K and fun, we have a problem, bro. All right, so now for the defense related stuff, there's apparently better animations which will give us more body up collisions as on-ball defenders, along with the paint defense being revamped as well. Yap, you know what I'm saying? Defense isn't hard though, my nigga. We're about to be in 2K26 and you still can't play defense, twin? Like, tighten the fuck up, bro. All you gotta do most of the time is just sit there and let the wannabe dribble guards spam their moves and literally just sit, just sit there, my nigga, dead ass. Play sides if they left, right. Play high-low if they like to switch between shooting and rim running. You gonna be good, twin? Nah, hold on. That paint defense though, there's something else. Like, yeah, let me take what I just said. Yeah, let's totally fix that paint defense though, bro. Yeah, y'all know. Now this right here is crazy. Now 2K has increased the game speed. Now this is something people wanted for a lot of the past 2Ks, and it seems like we finally got it. Now I'm not sure how fast it has increased in comparison to like the fast 2Ks, like our lovely 2K16 and 17, but the game speed on those was incredible. But keep in mind, like, stuff has changed over the years. Now we do have pro play implemented, and we have a bunch of the realism in here, so I doubt it'll be as fast. And let's take into account that if we can't launch out of certain moves, the game speed won't feel as relevant as it seems. Cause look, back in the other 2Ks, you can speed boost out of shit, like literally. Remember the whole skating shit I was talking about earlier? You can speed boost out of it. You'll be like, it was different because the game speed allowed it. Everything flowed smoothly. But knowing how 2K is now, I doubt it'll have that same feeling, but we'll see. That's up to how it is when we get the game. Now for some additional things I want to touch on. A little more on the shooting, and that is the shot and layup timing reward settings. Now that has completely been removed from the game and has put everyone essentially on the same level. Now I can say that it really pissed me off seeing a bunch of people abuse the fuck out of the low risk reward shit and chuck up straight bullshit and make whites from the three. Like that is insane. But now that it's seemingly balanced, I'm completely on board with that, you feel me? Now this is for my very special people, you dexing pieces of shit. Now I'm sure at one point we all dexed, but I'm talking about the people that abuse and solely do this as a legitimate way to score most of their buckets, bro. Now 2K is cracking down on y'all, and it's gonna cost you some adrenaline, and it's gonna be draining that stamina once you even think about abusing this. Now, and I feel like this would definitely interfere with people possibly trying to L2, but that's even if this is viable in this 2K. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all disgust me, bro. Like, seriously, bro. Alright, man. Now there's a bunch of other things mentioned that I didn't cover, like I said, but you can always go on the 2K website or just go on Twitter and see what updates they have, bro. I'm really looking forward to see this new year 2K26, and I don't want to get my hopes up too much because that's how a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, that's how a lot of things crumble. But based off what I'm seeing, everything is looking pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie, and I really seem to have a reason to pre-order this shit after all. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, y'all got me sold, maybe, but hopefully this isn't just 2K25 version 2, but we will see what the future holds for us, man. But look, I hope this video was informative for y'all, and as always, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if y'all are new. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace. My neck in orange. I don't do security, but you know I'm bearing arms.